Hello, this is ユータス。こんにちは、ユータスです。今回ですね、リモートなんですけれども、カナダ人のですね、トラビスさんをゲストとしてですね、動画に呼びました。で、この後にですね、その動画をちょっと流したいと思ってるんですけれども、ちょっとですね、その動画を流す前に、軽くですね、どういう内容を話すのかってことをですね、お伝えしたいと思います。で、どういう内容を話したかっていうとですね、英検1級の単語とですね、こちらのアツさんがですね、発行しているディスティンクションのですね、単熟語を比較して、それぞれの単語とか熟語の特性とかですね、英検1級とかですね、ディスティンクションで出てくる単語とか熟語を非ネイティブが覚える必要があるかとかですね、そういうことについて聞いてみました。でちょっとですね申し訳ないんですけども、自分側のですねマイクの音質がちょっと悪い動画になってしまっています。で聞こえづらかったらですね字幕の方をつけているので見てみてください。じゃあいってらっしゃい。
Okay, as I told you before, like I want to ask three each words and phrases, and I want to check if you know those words and phrases.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to send dexterity.
Ooh, dexterity. I actually came across that earlier today. How you can use your body parts, like your hands, your feet. Like people use the word motor skills as well as dexterity.
Oh, okay. What about this one?
Insinuate. Um, that's when you're not saying something directly, but you're implying it. Maybe, for example, someone's like atsui, but they're also trying to say the person is smelly, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah. Notation or something like that. You know those words.
Antithesis. Oh man. Like I know what it means, but it's so hard to explain. I want to say it's like the opposite. Yeah, it's like a contrast. So for example, black and white.
Yeah. And I will ask you how you use those words, and do you see often those words in general?
Boy. Okay. So admittedly, those words are a little more advanced. Like for example, with dexterity, the reason I saw it today was because I was playing an RPG, and that's one of the stats, dexterity. And even then, everyone's like, what does dexterity mean? What do you do with it? So, in a way, yeah, that's kind of tough. Insinuate, that's an example of a word that I would use, but I don't think people use it often unless it's in an academic context. Yeah, it strikes me as a advanced word.
What about antithesis?
Antithesis. That sounds like a word you would use in a school paper. Most people would just say the opposite.
I can imagine that. But you know the meaning, right?
Yes.
Actually, I picked up those words from the English exam in Japan, AK first grade. This test includes so difficult words like this. What do you think studying those words if we are non-native speakers living in overseas like Japan or non-English speaking country?
If you can use those words, then I'd say you're extremely skilled at English if you can use them naturally. But yeah, like to get by in everyday life, I don't think you would need to use them. But yeah, they're definitely testing you on the extreme side to make sure you have a wide vocabulary. That's how it looks to me.
But sometimes, like when I'm talking to the native speakers, I totally cannot understand their English. So
like because of slang?
Sure, actually, it can be these words. What do you think? If I need to know those words, or I should know more slangs?
Well, it depends on what your purpose is, really. But like, if you want to get by in your day-to-day life, I don't think you would be using any of those words. But I think, like, for example, if you're going to a college or university in Canada, then using those words would make you look pretty good in class, I would say. People will think you're intelligent if you speak like that.
With British accent?
Yeah, even better.
Secondly, I pick 3 words and phrases from my English textbook, this one.
Okay.
This book contains lots of words and phrases which are common for Japanese people to learn. Our first phrase is neck and neck.
Neck and neck. Okay. So it just means that it's very close. Like, for example, during a race, the two lead drivers are neck and neck. Low-hanging fruit. Yeah, I know what that is. In my experience, it's usually when people they make a joke that's not it's like a low effort kind of joke that I tend to find.
What this one? Sloppy.
Sloppy. Okay, yeah, that's pretty common. So someone who's like messy, disorganized.
Yeah. What about those words and phrases compared to the first one?
They're a little more common words. Like, I think people would know those more than the first three. They're a lot more simpler. But I think neck and neck and low-hanging fruit is still kind of specific. For example, I haven't really heard neck and neck in anything besides a race. So I don't know when I would ever say, oh, they're neck and neck. Yeah, low-hanging fruit, I guess that's kind of rare too, but it's easy to understand because, it's fruit that's easy to reach for. Yeah, like the name implies, like you're reaching low. You don't have to stretch to go higher, right? But sloppy is a very common word. So
do you think Japanese people should learn those words and phrases?
Sure, why not? It helps to learn as much as you can, right? Because eventually you never know what kind of words you'll end up hearing in conversation. So yeah, you'll be glad that you did study.
Compared to the past 3 words, right?
Yeah, the first 3 words are more academic in nature, I think.
Yeah.
はい、じゃあどうでしたか？話をまとめたいと思うんですけれども、英検1級で出てくる単語はアカデミック。でも留学とかしたくて、そこでちょっと頭よく見せたいなとかっていうふうにですね、思っている人には覚えておくと良さげってことでしたね。で、ディスティンクションに関して言うと、ネイティブもよく使うような単語とかがあって、そうじゃない特別な環境というか特別な時しか使うことがないようなフレーズとかもあったりするっていうことでした。で、自分の見解についてちょっとだけお伝えしたいと思うんですけども、自分自身ですね、英検1級に合格していて、英検1級レベルのですね、単語はほとんど知ってるんですね。で、ディスティンクションも一応一通りやってるんですけれども、ディスティンクションにですね、着手したのは英検1級にですね、合格した後だったんですね。で、それでもですね、知ってる単語とか熟語っていうのは結構少なかったんですよ。だからディスティンクションに掲載されているですね、単語とか熟語って本当に日本人のですね、英語学習者にとって勉強がしづらい単語とか熟語なんだと思います。それでもトラビスさんの話を聞く限りではですね、英検1級の単語よりもディスティンクションの単語とか熟語の方が実生活の中ではよく使うっていうことなんですね。だからこれからですね、海外に挑戦したいとか留学とか将来したいなとかっていうふうにですね、思ってる人にとっては英検1級の単語とかですね、覚えるよりももしかしたらディスティンクションのシリーズですね、123って今のところあるんですけれども、それを先にこなしておいた方が実際のところ実生活では役に立つかもしれないですね。はい、じゃあ今回の動画はこれで終わりにしたいと思います。自分はですね、今こうやって英語の勉強をしているとかですね、これから英語の勉強をしたいって人とかですね、将来留学に行きたいなって人に向けてですね、こうやって有益な情報を配信してますので、ぜひ今回の動画いいなと思ったら、いいねボタンと、あとチャンネル登録をよろしくお願いいたします。あと LINE 公式アカウントの方でもですね、YouTube で配信している内容よりもより濃い内容を配信してますので、概要欄の方に載せておきますので、こちらもぜひ登録よろしくお願いいたします。あと Twitter でもですね、英語関連の配信してます。こちらも概要欄の方に載せておきますね。じゃあ今回の動画はこれで終わりにしたいと思います。Thank you for watching. See you then. Bye bye.